Howdy folks, so today we're going to be talking about how to demystify Jimi Hendrix's Wind Cries Mary. Gorgeous tune, I love that intro, it's just so sort of subtle and lots of little dynamics in there and Hendrix-isms. So we're going to go through it bit by bit. All my tabs available on the Patreon page, just click the link below so you can access those there. Super good value, loads of good stuff on Patreon at the moment. Right, so we're starting off with basically we're going E flat to E to F, right? Now the way Hendrix does this, instead of playing E flat like that, he's putting this on the bottom. So this is the 5, right? If you think of E flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, B flat is the 5th note in the E flat major scale. So he's just putting the 5 on the bottom. So you can think of it as an E flat inversion. It's a second inversion E flat chord, right? All right. So he just does this instead of this. Now the cool thing is when he does this, it's exactly the same thing, right? It's just a different inversion. So what I'm saying is the first time he does this, but basically it's these chords. Now the second time, instead of doing the chord there, he's doing it there, look. It's the same chord, right? But here he's putting the 3rd on the top and he's doing a little hammer onto it. So basically he's doing this and then doing this again. It's the same chords, and I think a lot of people don't quite realise that. It's just inversions of the same chord. It's E flat, E, F, okay? E flat, E, F. All right, so that's kind of why he's doing that, and it sounds cool because those different inversions. And let's think about how he's playing it, right? It's you want to be kind of quite soft and subtle with the guitar on this one, and when I'm playing this chord, I'm then sliding up very subtly into the next chord, which just gives some of that Hendrix-isms to it. You also like try and get in the major 3rd on that chord, so I can get, yeah, bring out that major 3rd. You don't have to. Yeah, or you could go, right? Then on the next one, we've got these little hammer-ons. Right, so we've got now you could vary the dynamics of it a bit, so you could go so like soft, soft, hard, or you could go hard, hard, soft. So play around with this makes it sound really cool. Now the other thing I was doing was something like so that, right? So these little muted strums in between the sort of ideas, again, adds another layer of juiciness to it. And all I'm doing is I'm relaxing this hand here and holding these strings, just touching them and not pushing down. And thinking chaka chaka. I might go. Right, so I do that twice, then we've got the key is F major, and I'm thinking pentatonic, position 1 there. It's all in the tab on the Patreon page. So I'm going from 13 there. Yeah, so that's that line. But I might put a double stop in there. Then I might put a rake in there. Then I might put vibrato on it. See, all these things, all these layers that you build up make it more Hendrixy to me. So then I'm going, the main body of the song is this C major chord, the B flat major, then to F major. Right? So the first time through with the C, B flat major, F major, I'm doing it the Hendrix way. So instead of doing C like that, I'm doing this triad here with my thumb over the top. And this kind of separates the bass note from the top of the chord as well. So fairly straight, not doing any embellishments that time. Now when I get down to the F here, okay, you can hammer on. He does this from the 0th fret on the G to the 2nd fret, all right? Now you could do it with the chords, like that, or the note on its own. Kind of sounds a bit better with the chord. Hendrix does a lot of things like that with his embellishing chords, little double stops, all that sort of thing. Right, now what I tend to do is take my thumb off, because if my thumb's in the way, I find it hard to get that clean. This finger tends to get in the way. So by taking my thumb off, right, it moves this finger a little bit more vertically out the way. A little thing, but it's important, all right? Instead of going to C here, I go to this C here, and we get, that's a really nice line. So I'm starting with this C note, hammering onto the 5th fret. So I've got that, 3, 3, and then, okay, like a little double stop. And this is typical Hendrix playing out the chord stuff. And then back down to the F. Then I think I went, right, okay, so here I'm on the 1st fret, so it's outlining a little F chord, isn't it? Or you could go, yeah, lots of different ideas. Then after that, we go back to the C. And then I'm doing, so that's a very Hendrixy thing to do. Root notes. Could go, yeah, try and experiment around with these things, or maybe, yeah, that's another thing I could do. And all the things that you do on one chord, you can do on all the other chords as well, because they're all these 3 major chords. So I did maybe that, and then to that, which we talked about before. Then it goes to G, B flat. So he's doing this. So the little finger's coming down on the 5th fret here. And then we're back to, yeah, okay. So really it's thinking of all these embellishments. So let's just go back to let's go to the C here. So the embellishments that I can see is that firstly I can see position 2 of the pentatonic scale. And I can build embellishments around that, and very typically, so I might get that one. I might get this one. Yeah, I could do both of those. Right, and then this one. Right, or that one he does. So, or I could go slide. Yeah, ideas like that. And I can mix all that up. I could take one of those ideas and repeat it on the C, the B flat, and the F. I could change those ideas, one idea on the C, one idea on the B flat, one idea on the F, yeah, and play around with all that. The other ideas are that he's coming out of this C here instead of this C here. This gives different opportunities, remember? And he did. I can slide up from this C into position 1. Yeah, that's a really common thing. Right, position 1's nice to play out of, because here I'm in position 5's under my fingers, but I prefer sliding up into position 1, right? So you could do that. He also does something like in the song, I think he goes, so he's got, yeah, something like that. So you go in C, B flat, F. Yeah, and you've got that. Yeah, so there's tons of different ideas there. So you want to mix these all up, play around with them, work on the dynamics. Yeah, often I'm just going soft and hard, hitting some notes, you know, going soft into hard or hard into soft, and also thinking about little things like that, little things like little things like that sound great, and then little things like raking here, where I'm muting these strings here. Yeah, all those little things build up the Hendrix-iness. Yeah, that's a new word for you. Hendrix-iness of the the thing that you're playing and just make it sound a lot more interesting and give it, because when you listen to that sort of playing, you just go, oh, that's so nice, right? And it's all these little layers on top of it. If you play it exactly straight, you won't get people going, oh, that's so nice. They'll just go, pfft. And we don't want that. We want that extra layer of juiciness. So for the juiciness, think subtleties, think dynamics, think, you know, louder, softer, raking, little bends, sliding in, double stops, all that sort of stuff. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have fun and catch you next time.